welcome to another Azzattack. My name is Azza, or Aaron, if you want to call me by my real name. And this is a show where I look at news and I talk about it. Video games, movies. This week's about video games. Specifically, directs, state of plays, showcases, whatever you want to call them. All the different companies call them different things. We're going to talk about them today, and we'll get into it in a second. Just want to say thank you to everyone who listened to the first episode. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Pretty good turnout for it for a first episode. And if you are watching on YouTube, you can, and if you're watching on YouTube and you'd rather listen to it, you can go to one of your whatever podcast provider you use, and you can listen to it there. Or you can, if you're listening to it and you'd rather watch on YouTube for some reason, you can go to YouTube to the Total Badness channel and watch this there. Okay. So, today, Sony had their state of play. The first state of play for 2023. Some people didn't like it. Some people did. I'm on the side of, it was just okay. I didn't love it. There wasn't really anything for me there, is the thing. So we're going to take a look here. This is from IGN. They've got everything announced at the state of play today. And we're going to talk about this, and then I'm going to look at the other two showcases that happened this year, Nintendo and Xbox. And we're going to compare them. We're going to talk about them. We maybe rank them. We'll see how crazy I want to get, or maybe that'd be too crazy. If I put them in an order from 1 to 3, that would be insane. But for now, we'll just talk about them. Okay, crazy. Anyway, the big thing about this one, and that's big, I'm going to put that in air quotes. The big thing about this state of play was that they were going to show 15 minutes of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And they did that. And it looked fun. I think the combat looks pretty good. I like these characters. Captain Boomerang's he's Aussie, so how can I not like that guy? And the rest are all pretty cool too. There's a shot of King Shark in this footage. He's wearing a Superman costume. That's cool. They talked about having a battle pass, but the battle pass is just for cosmetics, supposedly. I don't know why that matters. Don't have a battle pass. Have us just unlock all the fucking costumes. I'm sick of this fucking live service bullshit. I want to just play a game and hopefully enjoy it. But we'll see how that goes. IGN writes here, we got our biggest look yet at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which showed off the game's combat, RPG, and live service elements. We saw gameplay of Harley Quinn, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, and Deadshot as they romp around the metropolitan levels, destroying all enemies inside. Rocksteady also talked about post-launch support, including a cosmetic battle pass, gear score mechanics, and upgradable weapons. Yes, so they did this, every game these days has RPG elements, and so they showed off the weapon screens, upgrade screens, all that stuff that's in video games these days. And it looks just like every other video game. This game's kind of depressing in a way. I do like the Suicide Squad as a team, and the characters they've chosen for this game are good. I just wish Rocksteady was making something else. Rocksteady's really good at. They made those Batman games and they were really good. This doesn't. It's not anywhere near one of those. It doesn't look like one of those, unfortunately. And, I guess it's good for them that they're branching out. But this doesn't look like the kind of game that would take 7 years to make, if you know what I mean. Rocksteady specific. Maybe if it was like a small team, a small crack team of Suicide Squad members inside of Rocksteady that were making it. And they were like, oh, we got to make this game, otherwise we'll die. Maybe I'd understand then. But I'm pretty sure it's the whole team that's been working on this for 7 years, and it doesn't look like it should have taken that long. I don't know what to say. It looks fine. Hopefully the actual game is good. But we'll see. Capcom revealed 3 new Street Fighter 6 characters, and by new, I mean there was one new one, and then 2 returning characters. Zangief, Lily, and Kemi are the characters that were announced today. Lily is the new one. IGN says each character got a brief gameplay showcase displaying their unique fighting styles. Kemi got the biggest makeover, coming into Street Fighter 6 with a new hairstyle and jacket. Sure. Lily joins the cast as a newcomer to the series. Yeah, Zangief. Yeah, he's pretty much Zangief. He's more of a luchador-looking fellow this time. And Lily looks sick, bro. Like, her moves, the shit she was doing in this trailer, she looked fucking cool. Depending on what the play style is, I don't know how she controls, but she definitely looks like the kind of character I would like to play as. And Kemi looks like Kemi, but she's got a haircut. I don't know. Whatever. Street Fighter 6, still looking forward to it. And then, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, I don't care. I'm sure people care. I'm sure there are people out there that care. If you care about Baldur's Gate 3, there's a new trailer here for you. And it showed off various classes, shots of the multiplayer, and combat. So there you go. It's got a release date of August 31st. There was a new Resident Evil 4 trailer, which is it's a remake of Resident Evil 4. It still looks like that. IGN writes, we got another new look at Capcom's upcoming Resident Evil 4 remake, which confirmed the presence of Mercenaries mode, which is a classic feature from the original game. The trailer also gave us our first look at a boss fight with Jack Krauser and Leon heading through the minecart section. We also learned a special demo of the game is on the way. Yeah, they didn't give a release date for that. It was just, it's coming. You're going to be able to play a demo at some point, and that's cool. I wish it was a shadow drop and we got to play it today. But oh well. Not so much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Resident Evil 4 with better graphics. Which looks more like in line with what this is rather than... I mean, obviously it's going to be it's a ground-up remake. But it definitely looks like it's more in line with the original game than Resident Evil 2 or 3 remakes were. They kind of branched out and got to do different things. This looks like it's fairly in line with the original game. Bungie reveals Destiny 2 Lightfall launch trailer ahead of next week's launch. Yes, it's like that DLC is coming out next week, and there was a trailer for it. If you love Destiny 2, there's a trailer here for you. What a rhyme. What a rhyme. Sony reveals 5 games heading to PSVR 2 this year. Yes, so the beginning of the show started off with this PSVR 2 section. And if you love playing... Here's another thing. They say first person, like a lot of these games are first person shooters. It's a VR game, so every game's first person. That's just how VR is. You don't have to specify that it's a first person shooter. Just say it's a VR shooter or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. Sony kicked off the show with 5 new games coming to PSVR 2 sometime in 2023. The first game shown was The Foglands, a haunted first-person shooter showing off combat against skeletons, spiders, and more. We also got a look at a VR survival game called Green Hell, which showed the player creating tents, bows, and other tools to survive in a harsh rainforest environment. That happened. Up next was a fast-paced first-person shooter with some telekinesis powers called Synapse. The game takes place in a black and white world, with the only color seemingly coming from your character's powers. So there was a lot of first-person shooting and building of stuff in a forest. Whatever. The big game to me out of this, like, I want new experiences. I want things that I can't play any other way. And Before Your Eyes is a game that came out a couple of years ago on PC, and you could play it with a webcam. You didn't need a VR. It wasn't VR. You could just play with a webcam, and every time you blink, you would skip ahead in time. It's basically you're living through someone else's. You're living your life, and every time you blink, you move forward in your life, and it's a neat thing. It's a neat game, and now that PSVR 2 has the cameras in there, so it can tell if you're blinking or not. It's a great VR game to have before your eyes, because it's now you can move your head around and look around and also do the blinking thing. It's very cool. They're the sort of things I want. New things like that, not more first-person shooters. Humanity was announced a while ago. I don't know when it was announced, but I remember it being announced a while ago. So when this showed up today, I was like, oh, I remember this, and it looks really cool. This is from the developers of Tetris Effect, and you've got IGN says it shows a spirit-like dog leading hundreds upon hundreds of humans in lemmings-like fashion. We also saw a creation tool where players can create and share levels with others around the globe. Yeah, that was really cool too. Oh, and also you can play it in VR. Not just VR 2. You can also play it on the first PSVR, which is neat. Yeah, so it looks really cool. Like it says, it's like a lemming style guide the people to the end zone, which to me kind of looks like you're guiding them to their death. Like they ascend into heaven. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, it looks really cool, and yeah, the creation tools, like being able to share levels and stuff, that's really cool. It's a puzzle game, so being able to share levels and stuff, that's really cool. That's one of the games today where I was like, yeah, I'm excited for that. Chia is also, they announced the launch date for that on March 21st, which will also be the date that it hits PlayStation Plus Extra and above. So it's a day one PlayStation Plus freebie, which I think we've only had one before now. I can't remember what that was. I do remember this happening once before. And IGN says this is Chia is the upcoming Wind Waker what are words? What even are words today? Chia is the upcoming Wind Waker-like exploration game from our... Oh my god, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce the name of this developer. And we learned it's launching into PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium tiers on March 21st. Another cool trailer, and this and Humanity, these are the games I'm looking forward to the most from this State of Play today. We saw another trailer for Goodbye Volcano High, which still looks like a furry's dream. We got a release date for, well, not a furry. Dinosaurs, at least the dinosaurs in this game are not furry, so I don't know what you'd call it. What do you call a non-furry furry? Someone who's into furries, but ones that aren't furry. We've got a release date for Goodbye Volcano High, the coming-of-age narrative game coming to PS5 and PS4. The game will launch on June 15th. The trailer showed off narrative conversations between the characters and some rhythm sections as you play through band practice for the main character's band. It's one of those games. Not interested at all. But again, if you are interested, there's a trailer for you. There's a new Naruto game. I'm not even going to talk about it. And we got a trailer for Digital Extreme's Wayfinder, which is a RPG online. There you go. Don't know what else you need me to say about that one. Not excited at all about that one either. So, let's see. Okay, Suicide Squad, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. Street Fighter 6, I'm very much looking forward to. Okay, so there's two looking forward tos. Baldur's Gate 3, couldn't give a shit. Resident Evil 4, looking forward to it. I just want to play it. Same with Suicide Squad. Like, I've seen enough of it. I just want to play it. Street Fighter. I know what Street Fighter 6 is. I played some at PAX last year. It was very good. Destiny 2. I don't care. I don't have a PSVR 2, so I don't care about any of that. Humanity looks cool. Chia looks cool. Both looking forward to those. So let's say, out of this showcase, I'm looking forward to like 4 things. Which I guess is decent. They really shouldn't have spent 15 minutes on Suicide Squad. I would have liked to have seen more stuff. I wanted to see more stuff. And they didn't give that to me. There's that whole rumor about the Metal Gear Solid collection coming out for PlayStation. And somebody on Twitter was like, hey, bet you're going to see it at the State of Play, and then we didn't. It wasn't there. So, just another disappointment. All right. So, that's Sony's thing. Overall, it was fine. I would have liked to have seen more stuff. I would have liked to have seen Metal Gear Solid collection, like I said. I really would have liked to have seen Spider-Man 2. More first-party stuff would have been great. Really, anything that wasn't an RPG or a graphic novel dinosaur thing. I don't know. Not a whole lot of games for me in this showcase. So, whatever. If I had to rate it, I'm rating it on the total badness scale, which is bad, meh, badass. I couldn't even think of the top thing. It's meh. It's middle of the road. It's not bad. Definitely not badass. So now we're going to compare today's State of Play with the other 2 direct showcase things that have happened this year. Let's talk about Xbox, Microsoft, whatever you want to call them. They had their showcase in January, I believe. When was this? January 25. Yeah. So, about a month ago. And this was also not amazing. Also not great. Minecraft Legends, they showed. Launching April 18th. This is from Microsoft themselves on their own website. Mojang Studios, in partnership with Blackbird Interactive, announced that the upcoming action strategy game Minecraft Legends will be released on Tuesday, April 18th. Within the story-driven campaign, players can explore a world filled with treasures and perils, reunite with familiar mobs, meet new mysterious characters, and strategize with allies in epic battles against the piglins. Interesting. And there's a PvP mode. Yeah. I mean, it looks like a Minecraft RPG thing. They showed off Forza, which was a bit underwhelming to me. The cars look great. The environments and the lighting do not. And if you're introducing a new racing game on your new console, it's supposed to show you the power of the console. And I think if this is showing off the power of the console, your console's weak ass. And I know it's not weak ass. I know that the Series X is like the most powerful console there is, okay? But this game doesn't look like that. Doesn't scream, oh, this is the most best looking racing game on the most powerful console. It looks fine. It doesn't look much better than the last Forza. Actually, Forza Horizon 4, that's the last one that came out, right? 4, 5? I can't even fucking remember how many Forza Horizons there are. But the last one that came out looks better than this. And that's an open world game. So fucking get your shit together. I don't know. I think they've put too much emphasis on the fact that you can put ray tracing on during the races. And you're also trying to keep it at 60 frames a second while doing so. Dumb. It's dumb. So what if you can see some fucking car reflections in your car? Doesn't matter. Put more effort into making your racing game look better. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It's disappointing. It was a disappointing demo. Doesn't look great. Hi-Fi Rush was like the big thing out of this direct. Developer Direct is what they called it. Yeah, this game looked cool as soon as I saw it, and then I played it and I was like, this is really cool. This is a cool fucking game. And they shadow dropped it, which was like the craziest thing. Is like, yeah, you think this game looked good? How about you just go play it right now? And if you have Game Pass, even better, you literally can just play it now. Don't even pay money for it. Just have it. This is what more showcases need to do. Just fucking shadow drop a game. Yeah. Hi-Fi Rush. Great. The biggest thing out of this Xbox showcase. Elder Scrolls Online's getting new stuff. Redfall. This is where we figured out that they're making a vampire-based Far Cry game. Up until this point, we were like, what is Redfall, really? Oh, I just realized the camera hasn't... Redfall. What is it? What even is Redfall? Well, it's kind of like Far Cry, but with vampires. It's a story-driven first-person shooter. They announced it comes out on May 2nd. Single player and multiplayer. And it's also tetherless. So if you want to play with your friends, you can run off and do your own thing. And then one of your friends might be like, hey, I need you to come back and help me kill this vampire. He's a big, dangerous, way more dangerous vampire than these other vampires. Help me out, bro. And then you go and you help out your friends, and then you continue on your way doing other things. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Tetherless multiplayer. Amazing. And again, that's going to be on Game Pass. So, cool stuff. So, overall, I would say that this showcase is better than the one Sony had today. Even though it has less games. And even though they aren't, you know, they're games that are a little ways off, and I'm not really interested in most of them, I still think overall the presentation was better. And there was that Hi-Fi Rush. You get this one big thing, and they're like, hey, you can go play this now. Like, that's a big deal. Saying I can play Chia in a month's time is less exciting. It's cool that I get to play that in a month's time, but that's a month away, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I'm probably gonna play Minecraft Legends with my kid. I'm probably gonna play Forza, you know. I won't be playing Elder Scrolls, and I'll probably play Redfall. So, you know, if we're talking percentage-wise, I'm going to be playing more games. I'm going to be playing like 90% of 80%. Fuck, I don't know how many. I'm not doing maths. Let's say 80%. I'm going to play 80% of the games they showed compared to the 40% or so that Sony showed. You know? Fuck, stop making me do maths. God damn it. So yeah, overall, I would say the Xbox Direct was better, even though I'm not as interested in most of the games. Finally, Nintendo. They had their Direct in early February. Yeah, a few weeks ago. And they showed way more. They showed a shit ton more than either Xbox or Sony. Crazy amount of stuff they showed. And it was in a 40-minute presentation, the same amount of time that Sony had today. They didn't spend 15 minutes on one game. Nintendo was like, look, here's the deal. You've got a Switch, you know what it is. Here's a bunch of fucking games. I don't know. Have at it. Yeah, surely there's something you like. Just pick one. There's got to be one. Pikmin 4, 21st of July. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass. Samba de Amigo. Fashion Dreamer. If you're into that sort of thing. Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. They showed Tron Identity. They announced that Ghost Trick's getting a port to Switch. Deca Police. Bayonetta Origins. Splatoon 3. Fire Emblem Expansion Pass. Harmony, The Fall of Reverie. I don't even know what that is.
Peggy 16.
Are we getting sound here? I don't even know what this is. What is this?
Harmony. They say there's hope for our world. But time is running out.
It's very anime, whatever it is. This doesn't.
I've stepped into another world. But
There's no gameplay. This is just a bunch of anime. All right. Oh, it's from the Life is Strange developers. Okay. Well, that makes more sense then. Disney Illusion Island, which we know, I mean, this thing's been coming for ages, but, you know, it's coming out in July. We got a new trailer for that. Looks great. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. Octopath Traveler 2 demo. We Love Katamari Reroll. Sea of Stars, Omega Strike. You know, all your anime games. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. They announced that the Nintendo Online's getting the Game Boy games today. They announced Metroid Prime Remastered is out today. I never know how to pronounce this. Batten Kaitos, Baten Kate. That remaster. Fantasy Life I? Alright. You do you. Professor Layton. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 4 DLC. And then they finished with a banger in Tears of the Kingdom. And what is this? Natsumon 20th Century Summer Vacation. I don't know what that is either. But look at all that shit in 40 minutes. They were like, we've got 40 minutes. Let's go. Let's give them everything we got. Just get it all out of the way. They don't have to keep pestering us. Let's hold a couple of things back, maybe. For the most part, let's just tell them everything we got. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do a direct. That's how you do a showcase. That's how you do a state of play. Just go, hey, this is all the shit we got. Surely you're gonna like something. Have fun. So many, 29 things. Compared to the 5 or 6 that Microsoft showed. And they're not that many more than that Sony showed today. Nintendo won. Nintendo, like, if we're ranking these showcases, Nintendo won, even though I'm not interested in a lot of these. Like, I think Tron Identity might be cool. I might play Ghost Trick. You know, I think I started it back on the DS, and then I never finished it. Disney Illusion Island I'll play. I've been playing Metroid Prime Remastered, and it's really good. And I'll get the Wave 4 DLC, because I've paid for it already. And that's it. That's all I really care about out of this Direct. But there's so much stuff that it's just like, it's great. You can pick a few things out of this list, surely, that you will like. And that makes it a good Direct. You know, I don't mind extended demos of things, but when they're third party, it makes no sense. Like, if WB wants to fucking have their own showcase and do their own 15-minute presentation, go for it. Or if they want to just put that whole 15-minute footage out, go for it. Don't take up time in someone else's Direct or state of play or whatever. It's ridiculous. Shouldn't have to take up time. 15 minutes of a 40-minute presentation with something that could have been released on its own. And the people that cared would have found it. Like, I don't think you're not converting anyone to Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League today with that presentation. So it's not like people who have PlayStations that were on the fence are gonna all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, I'm on board now. No, yeah, you've got your audience already. I think so. I think you do. You got people who like the Suicide Squad, people who like the Batman Arkham games, people who maybe like Crackdown, which I saw some comparisons to today. I saw some people saying that it looked like Crackdown, and that seemed a bit harsh, but I also get it. Like, I also understand why they would say that. Yeah, it's I don't like that. What am I trying to say? I don't like that they spent 15 minutes on this, on just a presentation of the Suicide Squad. It's a bummer. Spend 15 minutes on fucking Spider-Man 2 or something. Something we haven't seen a million times already. Like, today was the first time we saw gameplay from Suicide Squad, and that's cool. But we've seen nothing from Spider-Man 2. We've seen nothing from... What other games does Sony have? Can't even think of any besides Spider-Man 2 right now. But surely there's other games that they haven't even announced that they could have shown off today. And I understand, like, state of plays are supposed to be, state of plays are like their third-party sort of stuff. It's like smaller stuff. And then they have their showcases for their first party for bigger stuff. I get that. But if that's the case, then show off more of the third-party stuff. Don't spend 15 minutes of your 40-minute showcase on one game. Surely there's money involved. I don't know. I don't know what the reason would be other than that as to why they would do that. Seems crazy to me. So yeah, in the rankings of 2023 early showcases, I'm saying Nintendo had a fucking banger. Xbox was pretty good. Sony's was not great. Just meh. Nintendo is badass. Yeah, no. Nintendo's was badass. And then I guess the Xbox and Sony ones are just meh. None of them were bad. Just meh. So, there we go. Those are my thoughts on today's State of Play and these early directs this year. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you again next time right here on Azzattack. Until then, stay bad.
Market 10.